Desire and believe. Our lives are a reflection of what we desire, and what we believe we may have of what we desire. But on the contrary, God cannot give us what we do not believe we may have, no matter how much we desire it, because God will not violate our own thought about it. God cannot. That is the law. Believing that we cannot have something is the same thing as not desiring to have it, for it produces the same result. God will always give us the experience we believe we will be given. So believe is the main thing here. But how can we attain that level of high belief? Saints and sages of all religions have been said to have such strong belief and equally could do greater things like being at 2 or more places at once. Does it take a very high level of self-belief? An extraordinary level of self-belief. The level of belief attained only by one being in 1,000 years. Yes. Does that mean it is impossible? No. How can you create that belief? How can you get to that level of belief? The truth is you cannot get there. You can only be there. Seriously, this kind of belief, what I would call complete knowing, is not something you try to acquire. In fact, if you are trying to acquire it, you cannot have it. It is something you simply are. You simply are this knowing. You are this being. Such beingness comes out of a state of total awareness. It can come out of only such a state. If you are seeking to become aware, then you cannot be. It is like trying to be 6 feet tall when you are 4'9". You cannot be 6 feet tall. You can only be what you are, 4'9". You will be 6 feet tall when you grow into that. When you are 6 feet tall, you will then be able to do all the things that 6 feet tall people can do. And when you are in a state of total awareness, then you will be able to do all the things that beings in a state of total awareness can do. Do not, therefore, try to believe that you can do these things. Try, instead, to move to a state of total awareness. Then belief will no longer be necessary. Complete knowing will work its wonders. Some people act foolishly by trying to mimic and try to prove themselves God. You had better be in a state of total awareness before you do that. If you have to prove yourself to be God by demonstrating it to others, then you do not know yourself to be, and this, not knowing, will demonstrate itself in your reality. You fail. God seeks to prove himself to no one, for God has no need to do that. God is, and that is what is so. Those who know themselves to be one with God, or have the experience of God within, have no need, nor do they seek, to prove that to anyone, least of all themselves. Because they are totally aware. They know. See this example. And so it was, that when they taunted him, saying, "If you are the Son of God, come down from that cross," the man called Jesus did nothing. Yet 3 days later, quietly and unobtrusively, when there were no witnesses and no crowds and no one to whom to prove anything, he did something a great deal more astonishing, and the world has been talking about it ever since. And in this miracle is found your salvation, for you have been shown the truth, not only of Jesus, but of who you are. And may thus be saved from the lie about yourself, which you have been told, and which you have accepted as your truth. God invites you always to your highest thought about yourself. To know what thought is and being able to flow instantly with it is completely awareness. If you love this video, subscribe to this channel because this is the first part of a series of content to uplift you to complete abundance by knowing who you are. Click on the like and share button below. For more tips on your abundance nature, click on the link in the description below.